Hello students, hope all of you are fine. So we are doing respiration in plants. So today we are going to discuss about the gases exchange. Okay, so uh, do the plants breathe? Okay, then reason for absence of respiratory organ in the plants. Okay, and types of the respiration. Okay, compensation point and respiratory questions. Okay, so let's discuss first the gaseous exchange. Now Lavoisier, okay, observed that in respiration of the animal, oxygen is taken in from the air. In return, they give out carbon dioxide and water. This oxygen and carbon dioxide gases exchange occur not only between the organisms and its environment, but also between every cell and its surrounding. Okay, now an animal cell exchanges gas with the extracellular fluid, while a plant cell does so with the air present in the intercellular space. An organism shows exchange of gases in a liquid or gaseous environment depending upon the habits or habitats. However, some organisms, especially microorganisms, do not require oxygen for their respiration. Okay, now some of them, okay, give out carbon dioxide, that is microorganisms, while a few do not give out the carbon dioxide. In these organisms there is no gases exchange. Okay, now do plants breathe? Now a big question is there. Okay, that can the plants they breathe or not? Now plants require oxygen for respiration and release carbon dioxide. For this gaseous exchange, they, unlike animal, have no specialized organs. Plants do not have the respiratory organs which is specialized to perform the function. It occurs by diffusion through the stomata, lenticels and epiblemma cells. Okay, so these are the sites through which the exchange of gases take place. Now why the respiratory organs are absent, or reason for absence of respiratory organs in the plants? So first reason is each part of the plant take care of its own gas exchange needs. Okay, there is little transport of gas from one part to another. Next is plant do not require much demand of gas exchange. Okay, because they have lot of dead cells. Okay, so their energy requirement is also less and the gases exchange is also less. All the plant part respire at the rate far lower than the animals. Now leaves as well adapted to take care of their own needs of the gases during photosynthesis. That means the leaves can meet their demand of the gas through the stomata only. Moreover, leaves also utilize oxygen that is released during the photosynthesis. Now next is in plants, cells are closely packed and located quite close to the surface of the plant. Thus the distance that gas must diffuse is not large. They don't have to travel far distance. In stem, the living cells are present beneath the bark and are in contact with the lenticels. Okay, now lenticels are present in the stem. Okay, these are the pores which are present in the stem, and through this the gases exchange take place. Epiblemma cells of the root are permeable to the carbon dioxide and oxygen. So epiblemma cells, they are present in the root. Okay, and through these cells the exchange of the carbon dioxide and water take place. Okay, now loose parenchyma cells in the leaf, stem and the root provide interconnecting network of the air space for the quick gas exchange. Now, thus most cell of the plant have at least one part of their surface is in contact with the air. That's why the plants, they do not have the respiratory organ in them. Now, let's see what are the various types of the respiration. Now, respiration is of two types, okay? That is aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration is the type of respiration in which organic food is completely oxidized, okay? And this is done with the help of oxygen, okay, as terminal oxidant, okay, and this oxygen, it oxidized the food into carbon dioxide and water. Okay, now we can give the expression 6 C6H12O6 plus oxygen in presence of enzymes will give 6 carbon dioxide plus 6 water molecules plus 686 kilocalorie per 2870 kilojoule. Okay, now 686 kilocalorie or 2870 kilojoule of energy is liberated per molecule of the glucose. Now, the value was previously calculated to be 673 kilocalorie, or 1 kilocalorie is equal to 1000 calories. Okay, so it is that amount of energy as heat which can raise the temperature of 1 liter of water by 1 degree Celsius. Okay, now anaerobic respiration is a type of respiration where oxygen is not used as an oxidant and the organic food is broken down incompletely. Okay, the complete breakdown does not take place, incomplete breakdown take place to liberate energy, and this is without oxygen being used, okay, as oxidant. Energy is liberated during the breaking of the bond between various type of the atom. The common product of anaerobic respiration are carbon dioxide, ethyl alcohol and lactic acid. So C6H12O6 in presence of enzymes will give 2 carbon dioxide plus 2 H2 C2H5OS, that is ethyl alcohol or ethanol, plus 59 kilocalorie or 247 kilojoule. Okay, now next is C6H12O6 in presence of enzymes give 2 lactic acid plus 36 kilocalorie per 150 kilojoule. Okay, anaerobic respiration is the only mode of respiration in some microorganisms. Okay, in higher organism it occur as temporary measure. For example, if there is lack of oxygen in the muscle, okay, so the lactic acid is produced in that case, and a person can experience the cramp or tetany, but that can be overcome as soon as the oxygen supply is met. Okay, so that is in deficiency of the oxygen, it can take place temporarily, okay, but not it permanently in the higher organisms. Anaerobic respiration cannot continue for long in high or higher organism because it yield small amount of energy, less than 7% of energy available, while which is trapped in 2 ATP molecules. Okay, more substrate is decomposed so that little is left for the growth and repair. Okay, some of the end products and the intermediates of anaerobic respiration are toxic in higher concentration. Several physiological processes of higher organisms are linked to anaerobic respiration. For example, active absorption of mineral, protoplasmic streaming, etc. Okay, so this is common information about the your aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Now let's discuss about the compensation point. Okay, it is the value or the point in the light intensity and the atmospheric carbon dioxide concentration when the rate of photosynthesis is just equivalent to the rate of respiration in the photosynthetic organs. Okay, so that there is no net gaseous exchange. Okay, the value of light compensation point is 2.5 to 100, okay, feet candle for the shade plants and 100 to 400 feet candles for the sun plants. The value of carbon dioxide compensation point is 25 to 100 parts per million, okay, in the C3 plants and less than 5 parts per million in the C4 plants. Okay, a plant cannot survive for long at compensation point because there is net loss of organic matter due to respiration of the non-green organs and the duct respiration. Okay, so this is about the compensation point. Now let's discuss about the respiratory questions, that is also indicated as the RQ. Now respiratory quotient is the ratio of the volume of the carbon dioxide produced to the volume of oxygen consumed in the respiration over a period of time. Its value can be 1, 0 or more than 1 or less than 1. Okay, so respiratory quotient, it can be denoted by volume of carbon dioxide evolved by the volume of oxygen absorbed. Okay, now different substrate have different value of the respiratory quotient. Okay, now respiratory quotient is unity of carbohydrate is respiratory substrate and respiration is aerobic. That means the respiratory quotient for carbohydrate is 1. C6H12O6 plus 6 H6O2 gives C6 carbon dioxide plus 6 H2O. So respiratory quotient is equal to G is equal to 1. 6 carbon dioxide by 6 oxygen gives 1. So RQ of carbohydrate is 1. Now RQ less than unity, that is 1. RQ is respiratory quotient is less than 1 when respiration is aerobic but respiratory substrate is either a fat or the protein. Now respiratory quotient is about 0.7 for the most of the common fats. Okay, it occurs during the germination of the fatty seeds. Now respiratory quotient can be respiratory quotient for the protein is 0.9. Okay, some of the plants in them the respiratory quotient is 0. Succulents, okay, generally the plants which belong to succulent, okay, they do not evolve carbon dioxide during night when the stomata are open, and the same, okay, same is used in carbon fixation. Okay, because the carbon dioxide which is produced, that is used in the photosynthesis, that is dark reaction, or for the fixation of the carbon dioxide. They also change carbohydrate to organic acid which utilize oxygen but do not evolve carbon dioxide. Now respiratory quotient, okay, it can be more than unity in some plants. So respiratory quotient slightly more than the unity is found when organic acid are broken down. So when the organic acid they are broken, so the respiratory quotient goes more than 1. Respiratory substrate under the aerobic condition, for example oxalic acid, okay, plus oxygen will give 4 carbon dioxide plus 2 water molecules. So the carbon oxygen used is 2, okay, and the carbon dioxide evolved is 4. Okay, so respiratory quotient is carbon dioxide evolved, that is 4 CO2 by we have 2 O2, okay, or 1 O2. 1 O2. So we have respiratory question as 4. Okay, similarly malic acid, 3 oxygen are used and 4 carbon dioxide are produced. So here we have 1.3 respiratory quotient. Okay, now in anaerobic respiration there is no consumption of the oxygen, so carbon dioxide is produced in most of the cases. Therefore respiratory quotient is infinity. Carbohydrate is the usual substrate. Okay, as intermediate value is obtained where an organ is undergoing both aerobic and anaerobic mode of respiration. Now let's discuss the importance. Okay, knowledge of respiratory quotient help in determining the respiratory substrate. It helps in knowing the type of respiration being performed. Okay, another is it provides some information about major transformation of the food material. Okay, respiratory quotient value indicate that the living organisms seldom use a single respiratory substrate. It is usually more than one. Okay, it is usually more than one substrate which is used in the respiration. So we have discussed about the topics, that is gaseous actions. Okay, reason for absence of respiratory organs, types of respiration, compensation point, and the respiratory quotient. Next we will discuss in the next video.